Why, hello there. I see you creeping round. Come on ahead. I won't do anything to you right now. I had a feeling you would be coming. Or at least someone like you. Oh, come on. No need to be shy. Oh dear. What to do, what to do? You look like you're geared up for war over there. Come on now. You can put that weapon down. Although you do smell very, very nice. Tantalizing even. But I am not a glutton and I have just eaten. I wouldn't want to waste a meal like you. Though, in a couple of days, if you're still lingering around and want to try me on for size, come on over. And that will truly be a feast. Oh, I'm not going to move around much. Like I said, I've just eaten. A feisty little creature, too. Though this little thing was carrying some sort of bag, it didn't look like it belonged to it, so I assumed its rightful owner would come by. And look at you. Does this satchel belong to you? It's a very mortal thing to carry. Well, there is nothing missing in it, and there's nothing of value to me inside. So I suppose I could give it back to you, if you'd like it. Oh, you gaze upon me with wary eyes. I thought you would. Most of them do. Every creature that crosses my path looks at me the same way. Of course, most of the time their concerns are well-founded. And most of the time they become a delicious meal. But not you, right? Come on, come closer. Oh, if it concerns you, I won't even look at you. At least not in the eyes. Though if I did, I could certainly keep you entranced for a couple of days. That's giving me some ideas. But alas, I have a feeling you've came here for very specific reasons. You're looking upon that bush as if you're surprised. What is it? Did some of this fox's fur get on the branches? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Usually I'm quite the clean eater. Though unfortunately, sometimes the furry ones shed a bit. Oh yes. A fox, exactly. I quite enjoy devouring that one. Fox tends to be my favorite meal. And it just so happened to be one that wasn't off limits to me. So I had to dig in. Go on. Step closer. I do not have the energy to slither by and attack you. I want to enjoy my meal. So I will rest upon these rocks for a while. But you're more than welcome to look around. Oh yes, there are many things scattered upon my cave. Lots of things. Feel free to take whatever you like. I certainly don't need it. I am very simple. I do not carry really any belongings, so... here it is, Were you hoping to bring back a carcass? Well, there's no need for that. Unfortunately, you're going to have to forgive me on that. This fox was someone I could not give over to you. Oh, there it is. Go on. Look inside. Everything should be in order, yes? No. That dagger, while it is very interesting, holds no value to me. All the weapons I have and will ever need are in my body. Nothing more, nothing less. My tail works as a trap, and these fangs of mine are more than sharp enough. You could come over here and touch them if you're curious. Come on. I'm sure you're curious about them. Has anyone told you how sharp a snake's fangs are? You may even desire one of my teeth over your knife there. You know. Very cautious. Oh well, I thought I'd offer. I suppose if you aren't interested in that, you may need something else from me. Oh, I only ask because you're looking at me so intently. More so than just curiosity's sake. Are you looking at my scales? They do glimmer so beautifully in the moonlight, don't they? Thankfully, I blend right into the darkness. And the shine looks just absolutely beautiful. Would you like one? Would you like to see? Come closer and touch. Again, with that hesitance of yours. You're so very sharp, aren't you? So smart. It's interesting. Just as I thought, you do need something from me. Well, thankfully you caught me right as I've eaten. I'm far more friendly than what I would have been if I hadn't. Oh, I suppose if you really want one of my scales, I can make a deal with you. Oh, nothing about your life, don't worry. I don't want it yet. I wouldn't make such a silly deal anyways. You see, if you want that scale so badly, if you really need it, then you're going to have to do me a favor. Nothing too dramatic, don't you worry. Well, tasting the air around you, you've been in the castle. If I had to guess, you came straight here. Which means you know the queen, don't you? I thought so. Well, as much as I adore the queen, and as much as I appreciate her service, I can't help but sometimes feel smothered. Maybe not so much smothered, disrespected. And you know, she may be full of pride, but so am I. I do not like being cooped up in these caves and in this forest, being watched and monitored. Really, it makes my skin crawl. So, all I ask of you, there's nothing I'd like more than to break down a little bit of that pride of hers. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. She's not an enemy, per se. But there'd be something very interesting in seeing how much of that self-control she's got left. You don't smell like blood, and I don't smell any venom inside you. Which means she has once again resisted temptation. And to me, that just sounds so boring. Because I respect her so much, I want to give her a treat of sorts. You don't want to deny her a meal, do you? Don't you trust this vampire queen, who so graciously helped you on your journey? Don't you want to help her? As much as she likes to say she has the self-control, I find that she's getting very soft-hearted. The last thing we want over here is for her getting weak. I'd imagine it's been hundreds of years since she's had a mortal. What kind of treat would that be? And to think her energy and her power has been slowly dwindling. Soon enough, she's going to be as weak as one of you. And we can't have a ruler like that leading the way. No. She needs some strength. And you trust her, don't you? You respect her. At least right now. Don't you want to give her just the smallest taste? And if you trust her, she definitely won't kill you. Of course, that's a big risk you're taking. So, I can give you my scale if you promise to offer yourself to the vampire queen. If she breaks, then she breaks. Then temptation won over. But at the same time, she'll be stronger. And at the end of the day, she really will appreciate it deep down. She must be ravenous by now. Can you imagine not eating for months, and all of a sudden a piping hot meal was set in front of you, and all you asked for is a little taste? Wouldn't you want that? Oh, come on. I bet you do. Nobody could resist that. So, all I ask is you walk into that room. Go on and speak to her as you usually would. Give her your report of things. Let them know that the fox has been taken care of. And all you have to do is take one little prick on your skin. If she really can resist, then that's for the best, yes? That means she's strong enough, and that she can deal with mortals again. Give her some faith, a boost of confidence of sorts. Yet, if she doesn't, and she sinks those fangs inside of you, well, that's just another way to support her. She is very weak and she's getting frail. Make her a little stronger. It's a win-win, really. As someone who wants to repay another for their good deeds, I find that this would be a very easy and profitable way to do so. Either way, she wins. And either way, you should be able to escape, right? Oh, I see that vial around your neck. I know exactly what that is. So, all you have to do, if things get out of hand, is stun her for just a moment, and it should work out. Besides, would it be so wrong to become one's companion? I could tell. The way you're looking at me right now, you feel a bit guilty. You see that she's lonely. And she really is. She feels so guilt-stricken about everything that she's done. And I bet nothing could cheer her up quite like a new human. Someone who can really adore her, that can understand her, slowly but surely. So why not try it? Offer yourself up to her and see what happens. I, in good faith, can give you your scale now, and I'll just trust that you'll follow through with your end of the bargain. And if not, I'll come after you myself. Does that sound good enough for you? And if not, you can try to take this scale by force if you like, but I promise you, you'll lose. If you're going to battle me for it, you're going to lose. So I suggest you be smart, and you take my offer. Sounds good. Okay. That's perfect. Well, is there a specific scale that catches your eye? Is there one you want in particular? 'Cause if so, I'll hand it right over. That one, yes? It is a very beautiful one, and it contains a lot of spiritual energy. So, I'll happily give it over, as long as you do as I say. Hold on one moment. I'll tear it right off of my flesh. Oh, this does not hurt me one bit. Don't you worry. Besides, the returns of such a thing, I'm going to very much like this. A deal's a deal after all, and what's one little scale for years of enjoyment? Well, you have your scale. Your fox friend is resting comfortably in my stomach. And you have your satchel with everything you could ever need inside. Now, I'd say I'm letting you leave very victorious. Wouldn't you agree? I'd go as far to say as I'm being very kind. Wouldn't you agree? Perfect. It was very nice talking to you. I do so hope that you follow through on your bargain. And I hope for your sake you don't ever see me again. Don't get lost on your way back.